First of all, this is not about race.
Alito argued that the vast social change has occurred throughout the country, and particularly in the South, indicating that racism no longer exists in this country. I can tell you, as a black woman, that my father was born in 1949. He remembers segregated schools. He remembers segregated water fountains. He remembers that he did not have full civil rights. And he told me when I turned 40 years old that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And he is still alive today, and I am still alive today, and I have been discriminated against. And now I have to tell my children that they have less civil rights than I did when I was born.
That's true.
That is disgusting, despicable, and I am devastated by this particular Supreme Court decision, even though, Whoopi, we did know this was coming.
What about, wait a second, what about Clarence Thomas? Didn't he stick up for his own group?
He did not.
He did not.
No.
And
He
by
is
the
part
way,
of the majority here.
Yeah. This has repercussions.
Justice Elena Kagan said, and I've been saying this as well, that this decision could be the largest wipeout of black political power since the end of Reconstruction. That's how devastating this decision is.
Based on race, because when you do that, you create more inequality.
So did we not
as
need
you
the
said.
Voting Rights Act in the first place?
So, well, now that we don't need it, because now we're going to treat everybody fairly under the law, Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
And you should be celebrating that. And instead, you're having a panic attack because Trump is systematically, along with this court and the Justice Department.
You know, I knew that these people would continue to spew this. ABC News moderator Whoopi Goldberg suggests the SCOTUS ruling barring using race to redraw congressional district is a step backward and about keeping black people from voting. She claims soon women won't be able to vote either. This is what she actually put out. I don't know why these people do this every single time. It gets crazy. Taking a look at what happened on Fox News, Jesse Water heard Jessica after she panicked about the end of racial gerrymandering. You know, for a very long time, these people love everything that surrounds race, and that area is soon ending.
So you're against what Donald Trump had Texas do then? Because you have districts there that are...
I can see,
Well, a majority of Americans are against all of this.
Yes, me
so
too.
they want a gerrymandering ban.
I don't like gerrymandering.
And so do Democrats. They had a ban and no Republicans supported them. And frankly, as we look ahead to 2028, when this will really matter, so for the midterms, it's going to have a near negligible effect. In some cases, it could net the Republicans 0 seats. Best case 3 to 4, and we can tick down through what goes on in Mississippi, Louisiana, South Carolina, and even Florida, because what their new map violates the state constitution there. But the gerrymandering ban has been available to Republicans, and they should take the Democrats up on it. Because if you listen to Hakeem Jeffries' press conference earlier, he was talking about the states that he's now eyeing. And there's a scenario in which suddenly Illinois is completely blue, Maryland completely blue, Colorado, California, that'd be 52 seats. And Representative Terry Sewell, who could be losing their seat, said, yeah, this is, to use earlier language, this could turn into a maximum non-fair moment where everybody says, if this is the law of the land that you can go around gerrymandering like this, we're going to try to get ourselves the most advantageous position.
Well, at least I will take...
That we're now exposing. And look at New England, Jessica. Look, you guys already started this years ago. New England, Kamala wins 60% of the New England states, okay? 60% of the vote there. How many Republican House seats do they have?
0.
0. In the Deep South, Donald Trump wins 60% of Deep South states. Every state, you have 1, 2, even 3 House Democrat seats there. Sorry, we're going to have to make it more fair and balanced.
Okay. Well, first of all, if you're talking about Massachusetts, for instance, and how their seats work, they actually had an independent commission that a Republican governor was overseeing, and that's how they drew those maps.
Yes, we will continue to cover this. Democrat can't sleep. When you take a look at this, President Trump dropped this post demanding Hakeem Jeffries retract his statement that Supreme Court is illegitimate. If you don't know, he actually put out a video after their latest decision. Supreme Court put out, this is what he said. Hakeem Jeffries just called the Supreme Court of the United States an illegitimate court. This is a low IQ individual who should not be allowed to talk that way about one of the greatest institutions anywhere in the world. He should withdraw the statement immediately. Better yet, Hakeem should resign. Tema Obama is way out of his league. At some point, Democrats are panicking. This is just what I can say, because what is this?
You know, this decision, we knew this was coming because they've been chipping away at this for a long time. The court said, you know, there's no problem with race anymore, and yet we're fighting every day talking about Project 5. We know what's happening, and it's happening, it's going to start happening to women as well, because all these changes in voting where they're saying you can't use your married name, you got to go get your birth certificate, you know, so this is going to affect a lot of people. Right now, I
think it's a huge setback. I mean, the 1965 Voting Rights Act was the most important piece of legislation. 2 key points. He stated that states can no longer use race as a factor in redistricting, but states can use party politics. They can use party politics in redistricting.
What does that mean?
Meaning,
you can draw the line based on
Republican and Democrat.
It's okay to discriminate in that case.
Yeah, it's okay to discriminate.
You know, when it concerns issues linking to race, the View is always there, the first to give out these kind of opinions. Look at what Whoopi is saying. Very soon, women will not be able to vote. That is insane. You know, in my entire life, I never thought, like in 2026, we'll be arguing about this, because this is something that everyone sees not to be okay. Taking a look at what SCOTUS put out on X, a devastating Sonny Austin is near tears of our Supreme Court ending race-based congressional district. I have been discriminated against. Such reply, don't treat us differently because of our race, but you better treat us differently because of our race, or else she is clueless. You know, this is just a best way to actually put it. She's clueless. Sonny Austin, for a very long time, I know Sonny Austin to be a race baiter. Yeah. If you take a look at what she has been doing for a long time now, there is no single political debate that this lady will put out without mixing race. When I saw this the other day, I knew this lady will break down in tears. I'm a black woman. I'm this. You know, I don't know why they are so obsessed with this issue of race. What is so difficult with this? Someone attacked me, you know, when I reacted to this whole clip. Like, you're a black person. Why should you be saying this? You don't even understand exactly. You don't have right to say anything because you are not from the United States. You know, things like that. You know, I was speechless because any person with bare eyes will see exactly what is going on, what the Democrat Party has been doing for a very long time. This is not something we should be debating or taking longer time to talk on.
It's not your building. It's not yours.
Yeah,
well, during hot
I think I'm going to end here. I don't want to make the video long. I want to appreciate people supporting sharing out the videos. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
Gerrymandering means by voting yes, you have a chance to do something important. President, who are joining together to end gerrymandering and ensure, yes, you can push back reasonable, transparent,
We should get to the bottom of that.
Believe that he targets journalists and believe that he is unable to laugh at him.
Inside, they started.
It'll be more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state. And I hate to sound like a 5-year-old, but Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the First Lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
An actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said democratic socialist.
I know, but
Greg? Yes, it was my first. It might be my last.
But Greg, back when years ago, they were